Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. Matthew, I'm sorry to hear about your father. Keeping him on our thoughts. Kind of know where you're going through. My father passed away when he was young, when I was even younger. This childhood was good times. Probably many. Well, I didn't expect that one to go 8 left today, or 8 right today, because we no longer have this runway closed in the morning, so I don't know. You are completely insane, CFI on the fly. You have a better shot of being in Kona today to get the L1011 than I do. Not gonna happen. Are we sure that's where it's going? Everybody positive that's where it's going, so I don't have to worry about it later today? So I want to try something new today. Okay, I'm not asking for silly questions. I want to know seriously, are we 100% sure? Yeah, okay, that's what I want to know. Thank you. Then no, I will not be in Kona. Got a couple Southwest coming in on the crossing. We'll see them when they come around the other side. That Southwest came in from Kona. This is me the theme today, isn't it, apparently? The other one's coming in from the other side of the Big Island. Kilo. Morning, J-Dog. Our good friend J-Dog is coming back to us at the 321 level. Hope you're doing okay. Hope the job's going well. O'Malley is stepping out, so we'll have Brandon bring your hog drink. Thank you very much. 4 months. Definitely get the hog drink over soon. Thank you very much. Our friend Heavy Sink is upgraded to the 330 International Traveler level. Enjoy all the wide body comfort of the 330. Soon to get a new interior on the 330. Nice and comfy. As you travel off to far off lands like Sydney and Tokyo. Still get the hog drink on the 330, so Brandon's going to be busy this morning. Thank you very much, Heavy Sink. I appreciate it. Hello, H. Dot. Good morning. Charlie Bravo. Jolly Roger in the house. Island Aviation. Going to go over Saddle Road today. CFI on the fly, bringing us bad news this morning. Steve is here. Hello, Steve. Got Ron in here early. Gucci Boomer. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here. The backbone of reverse ops. What plane is that down there? The ones who didn't make me angry the last few days. Oh, that's Air Transport International. Oh, sorry, Omni Air. Where'd he come from? I didn't see him come in, and he's not lit up. He must be just moving around. That red tail there is Omni Air. So we're not quite 10 minutes in the show. I should have said this earlier. I want to try to hack the YouTube algorithm today. We got a couple hundred people in here, or 100 or so people in here. If every one of you could hit the like button before we get to the 10-minute mark, I want to see what happens. I've been reading things, and apparently there's some YouTube algorithm hack that if you get 100 likes before 10 minutes in the video, they push your video out further. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought we'd give it a shot today. So everybody can hit that like button, even if you normally don't. Even if you normally just hate me and you're here to hate watch, that's fine. Just hit that like button for me one time, and we'll see what happens. And I have a piece of metal in my foot. I did some customizing on the truck Sunday, and apparently I didn't sweep up all the pieces of metal that I shaved off the thing, so now it's stuck in my foot. Hello, H. Dot. Thank you very much, our good friend H. Dot. Coming with a 10-pound super chat. Thank you, bro. Celebrating 2 years. Lots of confetti there. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all your support and your long-time support. You're a 2-year plus member. Thank you very much. Well, it's aluminum. It's not, I don't think, it's not rusty. It's just aluminum. I modified my camera mount. If you guys were here, maybe last show or the show before, I was complaining that the camera mount pedestal thing I bought wasn't made with the utmost of care or clamps or angles, or seemed like they welded it just by thoughts and prayers. So I had to drill out some holes to get them to line up, and apparently I didn't sweep as well as I thought I did. But it's aluminum, so I shouldn't lose a foot over it. Vince, I am at the Mauka end of Lagoon Drive near the freeway. It's at the end of 8 left. I haven't been here much lately. We've been doing a lot of shows at the other end. This is where I usually start out Saturday mornings. I'll show you on a map. Let's how about that? That'll make it easier. Alright, so this is Honolulu Airport here, Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. You can see there's moderate traffic in this area. This is 8 left, 8 right, the reef runway, and then the 4 is across here. 4 left and 4 right. We are right here. You can see this X right there. We are right there on a side street off Lagoon Drive. So that puts us almost underneath the departure path for 8 left. Being directly underneath is tough because you can't, the tripods don't work straight up usually. So gotta be a little up. So we're right there. Normally, not normally, I try to do half the shows up here and half the shows down here in the general aviation parking lot, which is closer to 8 right. Hickam Air Force Base is over here. The terminal buildings are up here. My Will to Live is off that way somewhere. So, but now you know the rest of the story. I have not seen any F-15s flying since they got here. Hello, Upper. Good to see you. So our first heavy arrival, I think our first arrival on 8 left this morning is going to be Zippy's Air. It is just about to go over Iroquois Point, so that means we can get a good shot of it here in a second. If you're looking on a map, there's a piece of land on the other side of the entrance to Pearl Harbor that looks like a lobster claw. That is Iroquois Point. That's about where we can get a decent shot of the planes coming in from that side. Anything further out, they're just further out. That's it right there. A little windy this morning. Very windy. It's not very windy. It's not crazy windy. It's just give me a second. Let me try to tie something down. We'll see if that's any better. Possible. There's a C-17 and a C-5 over there on Hickam. So the theory behind, I didn't check and see if we got the 100 likes or not, but I appreciate everyone who tried. The theory is, and I don't know how good of a theory it is that the average video, long form video on YouTube is 8 to 10 minutes. And when they initially push out an 8 to 10 minute video, if it gets 100 likes in that time, they push it out further. So the theory is if you can get 100 likes in the first 10 minutes of a live stream, they will push it out further. I don't know if it's complete BS or not, but why not try it? Right? And we did. Wait, did we? Where's the likes? Why is my phone being all dumb? I can't see likes. Where's the likes? Oh, we did get 116. All right, thanks everybody. So we will find out if this means a whole bunch of extra people join us today, or it's just a load of hooey. Somebody leave the keys on Hawaiian Pyro? Oh, we have Delta and United lit up over here. I think they both pushed back. Yeah, there's United. Oh, I think the Delta's in front of it. Hopefully we'll get at least one of these on 8 left. Occasionally they send one of these out on 8 left. Just depends on how busy 8 left is. I like it when the semi-heavies go overhead. Our good friend Angelica McCarty is coming with a 12-month anniversary. Look at that. 1 year, change badge colors. Go for that gold badge now. It says a whole year of streams. And where does the time go? Exactly. I was just looking at the calendar yesterday, because I have some pretty cool stuff lined up in the next couple of weeks, and we'll talk about one of those here in a minute. But some other stuff that I'll talk about later is I had to schedule that as well, and I have a marker on my calendar for my live stream anniversary, and it's coming up very quickly. So we're almost at 3 years of live streaming. Where the channel's older than 3 years. We passed that a while back. But we're almost at 3 years of doing live streams. That's just amazing to me. But thank you for the 12 months of support. I really appreciate it. I'm less worried about my foot with the aluminum in it than I am with my finger. Last night, my bird, if you don't know, I have a bird. A little peach-faced lovebird that is sweet and sour at the same time. She's very nice. She'll come to you. She'll sit on your head. She'll sit on your knee. She'll be very, needy and lovey-dovey. And then all of a sudden, she'll just break out a mean streak and will lock onto your finger. Last night she got me good right between the nail and the skin on my thumb, and she would not let go. She actually drew blood last night. Very, very painful, and I don't know what kind of germs are on the beak of a bird. So eventually I might be called Nine Finger Patrick. So that Delta, we're going to find out where it's going in a minute. If it takes that 45-degree turn, it's going to head down to the reef runway. If it takes the 90-degree turn, that means it's going to go overhead. And I don't see anything coming in, so I'm hoping for the 90-degree. We'll find out here in a second. Don't turn. Don't turn. What's he doing? Can we see what he's doing? I can't see what he's doing. He's all the way in the back of all those planes. Oh, it looks like he's going all the way to the 90-degree, which usually, it's not a hard set rule, because sometimes they close stuff down there. Sometimes they're just maneuvering the wrong way. But 99% of the time, 90% of the time, when they make the 90-degree turn at the end of Alpha, they're going here. If they make the 45-degree turn at the end of Alpha, they're going down Juliet. So we should have this Delta overhead here in just a second. Who has a snake? I don't have a snake. Who has a snake? Oh, Upper has a snake. A buddy of mine had a snake growing up named Beelzebub. Called him Beelzebub. It looks like the Virgin America is going to go all the way down to the other runway, but we have a Hawaiian coming out. So the Virgin America is heading out to Seattle. That's a 900 ER. That is going to go down to the Reef runway, but we do have a 717 heading off to Hilo, which is coming next on this runway. And we've got a 757 behind it, so we'll see where the 757 goes. That one is heading off to LA with the extra X. Looks like the 757 behind it's also going to come overhead, so that's good news. Send Virgin America down to the Reef runway. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Arena. All right, we have another 757 waddling its way down there. Let's see where it goes. I don't see anything coming in, so hopefully we'll get another overhead departure. Yes, I did, Jen. I was trying to do something behind the scenes. I will get to it, I promise. Nope, that's United's going down to the so I'll get it now. Sorry about that, Jen. I did see it. So our good friend Island Jenny, proud of a new car, celebrating 26 months with us. That's huge. Thank you very much, Jen. Stopped by the truck in her test driving her new car the other day. Says aloha. Thanks for showing the Island Jenny Express on the live streams. Absolutely no problem. I love doing it. So if you don't know, the Island Jenny Expresses are what we call the Hawaiian Flight 6, which heads off to Vegas daily. Thank you, Jen. Sorry for the little delay there. So I don't know what the deal is with this 777 that was in this shot a second ago. It's right there. It was over here on the north hard ramp, which means probably means it didn't go out last night or yesterday. So we'll see where it's going to go. Looks like they're taking it over to the terminal, put it at a gate. just in time for the sun to come out. Had a lot of clouds this morning. The sun's out, breaking through the top of the clouds now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. If you don't know who I am or where you're at, I can answer 2 of those questions for you right now. Both of those questions, 2 of those questions, I don't know. Whatever. So I'll answer something. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and frustration channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is conveniently located right over here. We are one of those rare live stream channels that likes to do our live streams at an airport. So that's very convenient to have it right here. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu in the state of Hawaii. On the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean. We usually do 3 shows a week here. We're only going to do 1 show this week. This is our only show this week. I know. Let it all out. It'll be okay. We'll be back next week. I am leaving tomorrow night to head off to Denver. I have a wedding to go to. My nephew, Mrs. Reverse Ops' brother's kid, oldest, is getting married. He's a pilot. So hopefully I'll get to talk to him a little bit about his career and how that's going. But that wedding is on Saturday. So I leave tomorrow night. I get there Thursday. I am going to carve out an hour or 2 to go to the Airliners International Convention that's in Denver this weekend. Most likely Thursday afternoon. Depends on how tired I am after my flight. We're going to try to go Thursday afternoon. So if you're in Denver going to the convention this weekend, look for me. I'll be the sleepy guy with the funny t-shirt on. So, but then next week we'll be back to 3 shows a week. We'll mostly, I get back on Monday, so we should be doing a Tuesday show, and then a Wednesday, and then Saturday of next week. That'll get us very close. That'll put us into July, which means we're less than a month away from... Should have had this queued up. Reverse Ops in Italy. So we are taking the show on the road, and we are heading over to Italy. We're going to do shows from Venice Airport and Rome Airport. 1 show from Venice, 2 shows from Rome. We're also going to do an extra Kickstarter backer show. So at the very least, we're going to do 4 shows. We did this similar thing for Germany last year. We promised 5 shows for Germany because one of the stretch goals was made. We promised 5 shows for Germany. We ended up doing 11. So they weren't all at the airport, but we under-promise and over-deliver here at Reverse Ops. So if you'd like to help out, we have set up a Kickstarter where you can go and back the project. We do have a minimum that we have to get to make this all happen, and I'll explain more of that in just a second. dropped a link in the chat where you can head over, and you will be taken to this page as soon as it reloads. Come on, reload. Where you can become a backer on Kickstarter. You see, we've already had 12 backers for $551. Our goal is $3,000 with a couple of stretch goals, and I'll explain those here in a second. We do have stretch goals here that unlock for an extra show in Venice, an extra show in Rome, and then a driving show. So that's where those extra shows come from. If you scroll over here, you'll see the rewards that are at different price levels. And there's even some, whoops, not that. All the way down, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom. We have the pizza peel, all the way down to the Big Kahuna backer package, where you get a signed piece of reverse ops memorabilia. So keep an eye out for that. Here's a better shot of some of the rewards you get. And the way it works with Kickstarter is you donate a set amount, and at different levels you get a reward back. So some rewards might be the mug, the t-shirt, the sticker, the luggage tag. So I would really appreciate it if you go over there and take a look. We were very successful last year. And now is a part where I'm going to address less than 5%. 95% or more of the people listening to my voice, this is not for you. This is not addressed at you. You're beautiful people who support and understand what live streamers do. So this is not for you. So if you this is for the 5% of the people who send me angry emails and leave angry responses on videos about how dare I ask for money, how they would never pay to watch a live stream, and how they want me to just stay in Honolulu and do this for free for them. This is for those 5% of the people watching. You feel free to take your plane watching somewhere else. I don't need you here. I don't need the drama. I don't need the frustration. I don't need your angry emails. Stop sending them to me. I don't care if you would not do it this way. I don't care if you think asking for money on a live stream is ridiculous. I don't care that you just want to watch free content. Stop sending me the emails. I'm going to block you, and I'm going to delete you. There's going to be no more replies. I'm sick of it. I'm not out here to make money, but I need money to be out here. And the only way I'm going to get it is to ask for it. We have a whole lot of beautiful green names in the chat who take their money, their hard-earned money, and support what I do here. If you don't want to do with that, that's fine. Keep watching, just don't tell me about it. I don't need to know that you feel it's offensive to ask for money on a live stream. I don't need it. I'm over it. It is very annoying. And I hate having to come on here and do this. If you don't like what I do, there's 100 other live streamers out there doing it, and I guarantee all of them are in the same position. It costs a ton of money to do this. I have a huge investment in this. I'm not asking to make a living. I'm not asking to have Zuckerberg money. I just don't want to go in the hole. And the reason I'm asking for money for the Kickstarter is I don't want to go over there and take 4 days out of my vacation and make $0 and have thousands of dollars invested in those 4 days. So I'm sorry if you don't like it. That's the way it is. If you don't want to be a part of it, go watch another channel. I'm done. So again, that rant was not at most of you. Most of you are beautiful people who interact with me here in the Discord or in the thing, or you just lurk. I just had to say, I'm so frustrated with the amount of people emailing me, telling me that I'm doing wrong. Just stop doing it. Most of you are great people. I love hanging out with all you guys. I really do. It's the 5% that's ruining it for everybody. Thank you very much, Gucci Boomer. I really appreciate it. This was not a rant to try to get people to send super chats, I promise, but I do appreciate yours. I do appreciate all your support. Oh, you're quite welcome, Alan. Yeah, sometimes it's a little hard to visualize. I wish more live streamers would do that, especially on, airports I'm not familiar with, where sometimes I'll spend 20 minutes on another live streamer's channel reversing video and trying to match up landmarks with Google Maps. So I wish more live streamers would put a map up. Thanks, Jolly Rogers. Thanks, everyone. I really appreciate. Like I said, most of you, this is what I love most, is just hanging out with you guys and watching planes. And most of the people in here are not what the rant was about. And I do apologize for having to rant. I'm just surprised. The most surprising thing about that rant is I didn't drop an F-bomb. I understand how ships work. But doesn't that look like it's about to fall over? It looks like it's tippy-toeing out of here. Thanks again, Gucci Boomer. Panman747 says, right on, Patrick. Thank you very much for the $7, $7 Canadian dollars. Is that what that is? I appreciate it. I really do. Hello, Rudy. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm sure Kevin and you got it as way more than I get it because you have such a bigger fan base. But it's just frustrating. It really is. But thanks for the encouraging words. Thanks, Penman. I really appreciate it. I really do. Your good friend Naomi. So is coming back to us at the 717 level. I know she's been here a few months. Thank you very much for your support. Okay, the sun's coming in now. I can't see my monitor. Let's try that. That's a little better. Yeah, Jonathan, it just looks, it's like when you, I mean, like trains to me are the same way. I mean, I understand how a train works with the, you know, the angled wheels to keep it straight and things like that. But when you look at thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds on top of two-inch rails, it boggles my mind. And then when I look at this ship where the top, it's taller than it is wide. I don't know. Maybe it's just don't think about it. That's probably the best thing to do. Just not think about it. Oh, cool, Ends of a Nomad. Unfortunately, we won't be here at 11:30 to catch your arrival, because I have to get to work. But welcome back. That wouldn't be a bad route to be on, Big Bob. Go to LA for a few days, come back here for a few days. All right, that Hawaiian is heading off to Maui. Someone should call up Pick'em and tell him to turn the C-17 off. Or is that a different one? Did they actually turn the other one off? That Caletta too has been lit up since it got here 5 hours ago. Our good friend Scottish Linda Wee Linda. Celebrating 14 months at the 321 level. Keep up the amazing work. They're idiots who don't appreciate how much they work. Effort and money goes into the streaming, aka blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, exactly. All of the above. Thank you very much, Linda. Speaking of blood, I had the blood. I mentioned my bird bit me. I think I mentioned that earlier. Okay, yes, I was. They're just keeping us on our toes, Ian. I got Naomi, right? Yes. I want to make sure I don't forget anybody. Whoa, whoa, that didn't work. All right, a couple of Southwest lit up. One heading off to Vegas. That means the Hawaiian 6 should be going off to Vegas soon. And we have the Moana livery that's in the thumbnail for today. That is moving right now. That is coming off at Terminal 1. So we'll be able to see it around the corner here in just a second. It'll be coming out right behind the Southwest somewhere. Behind those jet bridges is the taxiway over to Terminal 1. So that new Moana livery that we caught last week in the show, it's a 321. It's heading off to San Diego. So if anybody's streaming from San Diego, you might be able to see it there later. They're doing, I don't know what the popping noises are, Naomi, but they are doing some construction on the other side of the parking lot next to me, and I wonder if that's what you're hearing. Oh, there it was right there. Pretty good looking plane. I like it. I like the design. Yeah, Rudy, they're supposed to do 3 different planes like they did for the last animated one and Lilo and Stitch. So eventually there'll be a 717 and a 330 as well with the Moana livery. So I'm looking forward to those because that one came out really nice. I like it a lot. Alright, so today is a day where we get both A380s. The first one is the orange one, that's coming in at 816. The second one is the green one. Those are the 2 that have been coming in here the last couple of weeks because the blue one is off in maintenance in China. So we'll get both of the A380s today in the show. That's why we're over on this side today, so we can watch both of them arrive and touch down. They're supposed to be back to all three of them July 16th. So we're less than a month away. I forget which one. Maybe it's the orange one that still hasn't gone for maintenance. One of them hasn't. One of these two that are coming in today hasn't gone for maintenance yet. So they're going to rotate that one out, and then but they're going to go back to 3-day July 16th. Did I say 3-a-day? 2-a-day, July 16th, every day. So this 717 is coming in from Maui. Thank you very much, 93 Integra GSR. I really appreciate your support. It says right on the $5 super chat. Yes, the last older livery one is still in Singapore. Oh, Jolly Roger, your name's not green either. I wonder if your membership just expired and it didn't auto-renew. So that one's going to go all the way down to the other side. So we'll actually hopefully we'll get a good shot of it in the air when it leaves off the reef runway. Can't tell if it's my eyes this morning or things are just a little out of focus. I think I got gunk in my eyes. Well, they finally turned off the Coletta. Alan, we should get two of them today. One in about a half an hour and the other one about an hour after that. That's okay, Jolly Roger. I completely understand. You've supported the channel quite a bit. I appreciate all of it. Okay, that 321 is down on making the turn. Onto the runway. It's going to wait on a Sky Courier, it looks like. Well, I want to check out, make sure this is okay. Hey, it seems to be auto-focusing. Okay. Seems to be working. Maybe it's just my eyes. Island Aviation, no, I haven't seen that. Is it the same livery? Would I be able to easily notice it if I saw it? Alright, so that 321 should be moving any second now. Painting it soon. Interesting. I'll keep an eye out. I wonder if I could just call. I wonder what would happen to that Transair 737-200. I wonder if I could just call and ask. Do you think they'd let me? Do you think they'd tell me? All white. Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's my dream streaming truck right there. The little Southwest trucks are tiny or smaller. They actually fit in a parking space, but they still operate the same way. You can raise the whole bed up and stream from that platform. One day, maybe they'll do a like a auction for the old ones. Okay, thanks, Island Aviation. I'll keep an eye out for that. Next one coming in this side is the Southwest. It's coming in from Maui. The A380 is almost to Kauai, the first one. We also have a triple coming in. And right about an hour from now, we should have a Queen coming in, but I don't see it. Where's it at? I don't see it on the list. It's out there somewhere. There's a 717 heading out there. See it in front of that triangle building. That is heading off to Kailua Kona. Yes, Jen, it should be leaving. I think the time on that is right before 8, 7:55 maybe. So it is should be lighting up soon. Mr. Aviation, it's looking like it's just going to be Kona. Which is kind of a bummer. I mean, oh well. We'll survive. Maybe we'll get it on the return trip. Oh, it's arriving already in an hour. Okay, CFI on the fly. That's good. I don't remember the last time I saw a Korean MRTT here. We have seen the Korean 747. Is it a 400 or an 800? Might be an 800. Their version of Air Force One. We've seen that here before. Funny story about that Korean 747. So I took a video of it. I didn't it wasn't in a live stream. I took a regular video of it. And I was standing on a ladder near the fence down in the Lagoon General Aviation parking lot. And right next to me was this family, and one of the kids was just screaming, just yelling and crying. He didn't want to be there. It was hot. And just yelling and screaming. So I had this awesome video of a 747 that I'll probably never see again departing on the reef runway. And the entire audio is just this kid screaming. And I thought, okay, I'll just take some still pictures out of it and post the pictures. But the video was so good, I wanted to post the video. So I found another 747. I took the audio of that, overlaid it with the audio over the video of the Korean one. The only difference is I think the Korean is an 800, and the only other video I had that matched was the 747-400. And I thought, no one will notice the difference. Who's going to notice the difference? Audio from a 400 laid over the video of an 800. I swear within 10 minutes of posting the video, someone commented, is that the right audio for that video? It doesn't sound right. I was like, gosh, av geeks are too much. Well, Island Aviation, post some pictures on the Discord for us. We'll live vicariously through you. Okay, Jen. Hawaiian 6 is now lit up. In case you're interested, that boat is still here. Looking worse and worse as the days go by. There's a couple more over here sitting on their side. So I don't know why they let those sit there. Usually the state, the DLNR, is really proactive about at least attempting to move them. Oh, this is the copter of the guy who said he was going to swing by the other day, I think. He wasn't able to make it in time. Do a tail count there. There's 2 UPS 747s and a Coletta. I'm not sure what time the Coletta leaves. It leaves at a different time every day, it seems like. It's been here since 2 in the morning. The 2 UPSs should get out of here before we go. Pretty positive we'll see the first one. That second one is scheduled, I believe, right before 10 o'clock. So there's a chance if it's early, we'll see it. If it's on time, we'll push it. If it's late, we might miss it. Korean Navy. All right, take care, Jolly Roger. We'll see you next time. I didn't set up the beauty cam today because I thought we were going to get some rain from the mountains, but it hasn't even so much as drizzled, I think, since I got done setting up. That's Hawaiian Flight 6 right there. Turning there. That's Southwest. Okay, that might not be Hawaiian Flight 6. What's going on, Flight Radar? No, that one's being towed. That is not Hawaiian Flight 6. Hawaiian Flight 6 has just started, just pushed back. Okay, now. The Southwest, however, is going off to Maui. Dooby dooby doo. Doo 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 doo. What did you say? ATI is lit up? Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, there it is. There she is. Ah, hello, Rainbow Love. Yes, stay cool. Alright, so the FedEx is on the downwind. I'm trying to find it in the sky. I don't see it. I think it just already zipped past us too far. Yeah, Rainbow Love, I know what it's gonna be like with the heat. It's not hot here. It's been hotter than normal here, but it's not super hot. But when I get to Denver on Saturday, the wedding is on Saturday that I'm going to. It's an outdoor wedding. It's supposed to be 100 degrees Fahrenheit on Saturday at an outdoor wedding. Not looking forward to the temperature. Alright, so I can't tell which one's going to be here first, but then two of the next three coming in this side are the FedEx Triple and the Asiana, sorry, not Asiana, ANA A380, the orange one. see which one gets here first. Kind of right now, it looks like the FedEx Triple will make it first. We have a conga line of stuff going down to the reef runway. Southwest and Hawaiians. The first Southwest heading down there is going to Kona. And the Southwest heading off to Vegas. The Southwest heading off to Maui. And a Hawaiian heading off to Hilo. And then we'll have the Island Jenny Express heading off to Vegas. ATI looks like it is moving now. That's good. That is a 757. That is heading off to Kwajalein. Where ahead? Is that? Luckily, I hear it's gonna have a tent. So hopefully there's a breeze. And as Brandon said, I will not be wearing a three-piece suit, so it won't be as bad. I'll be wearing a nice Aloha shirt and a pair of, I don't know, they're not khakis. I think you'd actually call them golf pants. But I don't play golf, so I don't really know for sure. But I bought them because they're supposed to be cooling pants, like not very. Whoa, yeah, that guy's coming in sideways. Not very thick, so. That last one that went to Kona, that's one of those. Remember I was telling you about those like 5% of the time where they take that 45-degree taxiway, but they still go out 8 left. Yeah, that was one of those times. I don't know what kind of tents you hang out in, Brandon, but I don't know of many tents with AC. Maybe I'm just living in the wrong part of the town. I did cut my hair and beard. See, it won't be as hot. See? Oh. All right, FedEx Triple is next. I think it just either just turned in on its lights or I just noticed it. It's out there now. About 10, 20 more seconds. We also have something exciting leaving on the reef runway. It's waiting for a Cessna, though. Oh, there's a double shot. Look at that. You can see both of them. Okay, we're gonna flip over to the other side real quick. I want to get this plane heading out. Because it is a baby trijet doot 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 doot, baby trijet doot 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 doot, baby trijet doot 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 doot. It's a Falcon 50. There's the FedEx. You can see the Kwajalein bound ATI behind the nose of the FedEx. And then you can see the A380 up there on approach still. Like I said, it is the orange one this morning. We'll get the sea green one in about an hour. That's funny, Alan. I like that. Test. Alright, so the next one out on the reef runway is Hawaiian Flight 6. So while this one turns its back to us, we're going to take a minute and head over there. Oh, thanks, Kara. Yeah, we've been tracking that one this morning. Should be getting within a half an hour, right? Yeah, it's down to 5,900 feet. It's probably going to Kona. It's going to park right next to the L1011 all day. We got a stack of planes lined up on the reef runway. I think they're waiting for a sky carrier to go. Oh, no, the ATI is going to roll. So we'll get the ATI here in a second. Kind of amazing how many 757s we get here in this day and age. We get multiple United. I think 4 United flights a day are 757s. And we get that one pretty regularly. We have the Asia Pacific, which has the Pago Pago flights and the Guam flights. They're all 757s. We have the FedEx is bringing 757s quite a bit. Yes, FedEx? Yeah, FedEx. Next one going out on the reef runway is the Southwest heading off to San Diego. Behind that is one heading off to San Jose. So these sand flights are going out on the reef runway right now. Do you know the way to Santa Fe? San Jose, Santa Fe, San Diego, Santo Domingo. All right, so the next one we have is heading off to LA with the extra X. That is Hawaiian Flight 10 on the reef runway. All right, so apparently not. I was sitting there waiting for it and waiting for it. I saw it start to move. Hawaiian Flight 10 is turning around on one of the taxiways, so it is not going out. Let's see what happens to that here in a bit. Yeah, Caro, that's another one that we were following across the Pacific, hoping it would come here, and it just veered off and went to Kona. Hello, Super 80 Adrian. It's okay, in about 40 minutes, you'll see another one. This one is coming in from Tokyo. We have another Hawaiian leaving on the reef runway. That's a 321. It's heading off to Lehue. Nice short flight. This one. Alright, the Korean one has made a turn. So I'm relatively certain it's coming here now. There's a 717 that I just noticed it's leaving the reef runway. There it is there. Staring at the Korean on the flight radar. Figure out. Still don't know what Hawaiian Flight 10 is doing down there. I haven't heard anything. What's the deal with my ATC today? As I say, it had a drop of rain now starting to sprinkle. And it's not cloudy over my head, it's cloudy up in the mountains, and the wind is bringing all the sprinkles down here. I'm relatively certain tactical hex just means it's a hidden hex code, so it doesn't know what it is. But we'll find out in about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but the 8380 is at the end of the rainbow. Yeah, yes, upper, it's turning around. Thank you very much, Ben B Spotting. I really appreciate it. 200 joules. Sunshine. Thank you very much. Alright, so whatever that Korean plane is, it's next. Even with binoculars, it's too far out to really see, but it kind of looks like an MRTT. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with the Hawaiian A330. It got down on the runway and then turned around and is coming back to the gate. So I don't know what's going on with my scanner today. I can't hear anything on my scanner. It's on. I don't know what's going on with it. It's not making no noise today. So there's Hawaiian 10.
Good morning.
How's it going? So this is Hawaiian 10 crossing the runway here. This is the one that went out. Didn't quite make it out and is coming back. And then there, this is the Korean. So that sure looks like an MRTT to me. Looks very hazy down there right now. Let's go off the super. Looks a little small for an MRTT. Looks like a 737 once it got a little closer. Oh, and the chat agrees. Well, I think we know what that is now. It's a P8, correct? South Korea have any P8s? That sure looks like a P8 to me. We do have rim pack starting up the 24th, which is tomorrow. So that would explain why this guy's here. Last rim pack there was, too many P8s to count. They were all over the place. Oh, thanks, Ian. Yeah, I forget exactly how many were here last rim pack, but it had to be a half a dozen countries sent P8s. They were everywhere. It's Gamers YT. Yes, that is Omni Air International back there. I don't know. I think it came off of Hickam earlier because we didn't see it arrive, but it just showed up there. It showed up pulling into that parking space. So I think it came off Hickam early this morning. Uh-oh. You guys hear music? Some guy over there. Some guy over there cleaning rental cars, I think. We might have some exciting P8 news in about a week. Stay tuned for that. So in case you're wondering, the second A380 is running about 18 minutes early. It is scheduled to be here at 9:12, so about a half an hour from now. But we finally have that one of those C-17s has finally got to move on. There's one down there that is heading out. That'll head out to the reef runway. Oh, thanks, John. We also have a queen lit up. Apparently, let's zoom in on that. Oh yeah, there it is. That should be the Sydney flight. Yes, it is. That's right on schedule. And then we might have a second one that's closer to 10. I don't see it on the departure list today, but with cargo, that's not exactly a surprise. There's usually one going off to, I believe, Hong Kong later today, before the end of the show, but right at the end of the show. Kara, is it Kara or Kara? Kara? One of them is going to leave here. The one that's over here is going to leave. Is going to fly out of here. This one is supposed to go back into service. They've been doing some stuff to it, but I don't know if they're finished with the stuff, because I heard they're going to have to take the engines off to send the pilings over to the mainland to have them retrofitted and then send them back. I don't know if that's been done or not, because it's been hiding behind that building for about a month, so I could never tell if the engines were off. But it did take a lap around the airport a couple of Saturdays ago. So, but that one is supposed to leave here eventually. By its own power. The other two, I have no idea. The other two belong to FedEx. Belong to UPS. There's one of them right here. I've heard 10 different people tell me 10 different stories about this plane. There's a second one of these around the corner that we can't see. It's over by the Hawaiian Airlines hangars. Hawaiian Airlines has two hangars on the other side that we can't see on the other side of Terminal 2. It is sitting out in front of one of them, or next to one of them. I am hoping that they sell them to somebody, because the UPS isn't going to fly them anymore. I'm hoping they sell them to somebody, and that somebody flies them out of here. A lot of people seem to be convinced they're going to take them apart piece by piece here and junk them. I don't know. So I'm hoping they find a buyer and fly them out of here. That UPS has pushed back now. Speaking of UPS, that's 747. Well, JJ444, yeah, it looks very similar to a DC-10. There's a couple of differences. The winglets and stuff are different, and the interior, the cockpit's way different, but yeah, I mean, they kind of look the same. That'd be a big-ass barbecue, Brandon. Well, Alien Aviation, I wonder if it's just, it'd probably be just how much money it is to get them airworthy again. The planes love to fly, but the second you stop flying them, it costs a bucket load of money to get back in the air. So if the bucket of money to get it ready to fly or somewhere to just depart out is smaller than the bucket just to fly it somewhere, maybe that would happen. There's our rainbow helicopter. $11 flights still left to come from Asia, according to our good friend Kelvin in the chat there. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. It's a little slow right now, but it'll pick up here in a minute. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. My name is Patrick. The channel's Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and frustration channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is conveniently right over here. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu. We usually do 3 shows a week here, usually Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. The rest of the week is going to be, I am off the rest of the week from live streaming and work, as I fly out tomorrow night to, actually technically I have to work tomorrow too, but anyway, you get the point. I fly out tomorrow night to go to my nephew's wedding, which will be on Saturday in Denver, Colorado. I'll be back on Monday, a nice little short trip. I'll be back on Monday. So no streams the rest of this week, but we will pick it up again on Tuesday, most likely. Tuesday we'll have a morning stream, and then probably Thursday as well. And then we'll figure out Saturday. We'll figure out Saturday. I don't know. But if you'd like to support the channel, there's a lot of ways to do it. The easiest way to do it is just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We've just passed 25,000 subscribers. That doesn't mean we want to stop there. We want to keep going. We want to get up to Mr. Beast level, cross 500 million subscribers one day. But thanks for being here. the bottom of my heart, every one of you, thank you. Well, the 95% of you. The 5% of you who don't like me, that's fine. You can stay here. It's what they used to say about Howard Stern back in the day. When Howard Stern was at his pinnacle back in the 90s, the average person who was a fan of Howard Stern listened for 20 minutes a day. That's it. The average fan listened. Sorry, I'm just letting this crane go by me. All right. But the average person who hated Howard Stern listened for 3 hours a day. So I guess, you know, if you hate me, hang out. Listen. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, speaking of cranes, does anybody know when that giant crane is supposed to get here that they've been floating on a barge? There is they were floating a crane down a river, and then they're gonna bring it over here to take over to Hickam or Pearl Harbor. Does anybody know when that's supposed to get here? Anyway. So we do have a queen that is at the Romeo Tango twist down there. We'll get its departure here in just a few minutes. Before that, I'd like to pitch my Kickstarter again. As most of you by now know, we are going to Italy in August. And we're going to do at least four live streams. Last year for Germany, we said we were going to do 5, and we ended up doing 11. So we're going to at least do 4 streams. You can get there by going to reverseops.com/Kickstarter, because we do have a Kickstarter going. And here are some of the rewards that you can get. There's a couple of different water bottles, a sticker, a keychain. A couple of t-shirts, women's fit, men's fit. So you know the drill by now. Just head on over to reverseops.com/Kickstarter. And I'll tell you, one of the streams is going to be a Kickstarter backer only stream. So the only way to get into that stream is to be a backer on Kickstarter. So you have to go over there and support through that. So it could be as little as $1, or we have some big kahuna packages over there. But I will admit the Innsbruck stream was pretty good, but man, the Kickstarter backers only stream might have been my favorite stream that we've ever done. I had such a good time on that one. So if you were a Kickstarter backer last year, you know what I meant. It was a lot of fun. So we'll do that all again this year. And we should have just as much fun, but okay, we're waiting on the Queen now to come around. It is still on Romeo right now. Ooh, we have a KC-135 lit up on Hickam. Interesting. Carrot, no, the 747 from Korean does not still fly here. The last time it flew here was right around New Year's Day. Or was it? It was right around New Year's. They brought it here last year during December for the month of December, but it went back to a Dreamliner 10 in January. And as far as the schedule shows, it's going to be a Dreamliner 10 through at least next April. That's subject to change. Oh, thanks, CFI on the fly. Between here and Muller, I don't know if it'll make it here. Will it make it here before the stream ends? I don't know. I don't know how fast that thing is moving. The next one coming in is over Kapolei right now. It's a Dreamliner 9 coming in from Tokyo. It's a JAL. Behind it is another JAL. It is a 7.6, however. It's coming in from Narita. So we will follow those both in as long as they're not coming in at the same time as the Queen is leaving. Ah, hello, Ken. Good to see you. Fighters move out. There's a third one. That's number 4. can hear them turning around over my head. The Queen is waiting for a PC-12 to go in front of it on the crossing runway. Started to drizzle, now it's getting super humid over here. Yeah, Michael, tomorrow is the opening ceremony thing. I wouldn't expect any flying till next week at the earliest. I looked I looked up my streams from last time, and I think they started a week in with the flying. I meant to go double check that. So I need to watch the whole stream, or at least zip through the whole stream to make sure I'm get the right information. Okay. I'm wondering if there's more fighters. There's a couple of Southwest that are holding short. There it is right there. Just as I said that. So I think that was 5 total. I officially lost count. Our good friend Daniel Peters 5555 says, I can be his wingman anytime. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. I like that. Okay, I need to put the cover. But thank you for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate that. It really does help. We're getting a little liquid sunshine here. Sorry about that. We're getting a little drizzle here. I had to cover the camera. But thank you very much, Daniel. I appreciate it a lot. It's on day 3. Okay, thanks, Michael. If it's day 3 this year, I unfortunately, like I said earlier, I have a wedding to go to, so I'm gonna miss Thursday, Friday, Monday. So, but don't worry, we got a lot of rim pack after that. It's supposed to go all the way through most of July. So, and we will definitely do some rim pack focus shows. Last rim pack, right at the end, we got a nice surprise of some German Eurofighters came in and spent a week here going out with the 22s. So hopefully something interesting like that happens again this year. I mean, I don't mind 18s and 15s and 35s and all, but seeing a Eurofighter over here was really cool. That one there is coming in from Osaka. It is a Hawaiian Flight 850. Next one after that, it looks like, is the second A380 of the day. And we have our second Queen has pushed back already, so it's leaving early. It is, oh. They changed the time on it. It used to be closer to 10. I like that. I like that time. 9:23. Keep it at that time. I like 9:23. Michael, I can't find a list of visiting squadrons for aircraft. I found several lists of visiting ships, but nothing about the visiting aircraft. Honestly, the last time RIMPAC was here, the way I found out who was coming is I would search RIMPAC every day on Google, and some of the visiting aircraft, either crews or support crews or commanders or bases, would tweet about it or put a thing on Instagram about it. Oh, like off to RIMPAC, you know, wishing the boys luck kind of posts. And that's how I found out what squadrons were coming here. What jets are the jets flying over? Is that Dr. Seuss? Well, that would be nice, CFI on the fly. We haven't had a bomber out here in a while. The last one I remember was the one we caught, the one I caught on the emergency landing, that B-2 that we caught on an emergency landing. It was heading over to Diego Garcia and had issues, so it stopped here. Well, Ian, they never seem to have any trouble telling you what ships are going to be here. I don't know. That's the one thing I don't understand. They have big meetings in San Diego talking about all the ships that'll be here, and they never mention the planes. Oh well. We'll just treat it like old school plane spotting. We'll just show up and see what's here. Because I do kind of miss old school plane spotting, where you just sit out there and you roughly knew what commercial or aircraft were coming in, but all the special liveries were a surprise, and military stuff showing up was a surprise. I missed that a little bit. So the A380 is now through the rain down there. You can see the rain here. It's through the rain now, so we get at least get a shot of it now. Turn through the shot. Turn through the shot. I love that. Sorry. I love watching it go out and then come back in. Might not be a fan favorite, but I love that. Kind of dramatic. Oh. That guy got out there quicker than I thought he was going to get out there. I thought we'd have time. I thought we'd have time to see both. He just kept on moving. Yeah, Mark, I looked down at flight radar or ADS-B exchange. I really thought I thought the thing was gonna, I thought I'd have time to get both of them. The next thing I look up and he's flying past me. Five knots, huh? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see it. 5 knots is slow. Let's see. Do I have maritime something on here, don't I? Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Very little shot of seeing that in today's show because it's kind of far out there. Still, if it's only going 5 knots. It's giving everyone a nice, what's the word I'm looking for? Sightseeing cruise on the way in. How far is that out, Gabriel? Aye, so the Queen has made it to the end of Romeo. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? I used to know that whole speech. I had to learn it in like 7th grade. I never had to learn, what was the other one that everybody else had to learn that I missed? Canterbury Tales. I never had to memorize Canterbury Tales for some reason. Like most people I know, they had to memorize Canterbury Tales. I don't understand why. But for some reason, I had to remember that whole Romeo and Juliet speech. Both sides of it. I don't know why. Hello, just an average plane spotter. Vandy 1 came in recently. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I don't know how many of these are just going to hang around for rim pack, or if some of these are just passing through. I don't know really. But thank you for the $2 super chatter and the info. I really appreciate it. Oh my God, Patrick. Oh my God, Patrick. Ah, now I missed it there. What the heck's going on? I think I've spent so much time at the reef runway lately, I'm just not used to paying attention to that. It's probably what it is. We've done a lot of shows from down the other end lately. We haven't done too many up here. And I guess my brain is not working. It's okay. We'll get back into it. Of course, I do have like 6 days off between shows. Because unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stream from Denver. I'm not going to have time. Family stuff and all, you know. I don't know how good Denver is to stream from anyway. I don't ever see live streams from there. So I don't know how good it'd be anyway. So you're saying we might get an A400 is what you're saying? I'm kind of half in the conversation here. The first A400 I ever saw in real life, like in person, was here in Honolulu. It was a German Luftwaffe A400 that was out here 5 or 6 years ago. I don't want to hear about Kona anymore. If anything's going to Kona, I don't want to hear it. I'm just going to pretend like Kona doesn't exist until that L1011's gone. Nothing personal, Kona side people. Why would an A400 go to Kona? I said I wasn't going to talk about Kona, and I'm talking about Kona. Why would an A400 go to Kona? All right, so we're getting close to the end here, so I'm gonna play the end credits, but we're not quite out of here yet. I'd like to thank the 787 Hano Traveler Level members, Perth Mark, Ken Smith, Rich F., and Frank Schoenstein. Huge support from those 4 gentlemen. I'd also like to thank the 330 International Traveler Levels, Fred, Ron, Martin, Robbie, Will, Ken, Jane, Scott, Dave, OSU WSP, Adam, Straw Hat, Jonathan, Gabriel, Sydney, Flyer KG, Daniel, Mike, Richard, and Sarah. Huge support. I don't want to leave out the 321s, but there's too many names to read, honestly. But thank you all, to you as well, and to the 717 level members. All the channel members, you guys really keep this thing afloat. thank you to all of you. If you don't see your name and you think you should in this chat, I do it after Saturday, or I try to do it for Saturday's show. So this might not be 100% current, but we'll get it current for the next one. I think we're missing the people Frank gifted over the weekend. So, but we'll get those added for the next show next Tuesday. But thank you all. You guys are all amazing. Our good friend Travin808 has come back to us at the 321 level. We really appreciate all your support. Thank you very much.
Boss approaching.
28 months of support. Thank you very much. All right. Take care, Neil. We'll see you next time. I think we're going to call our third ANA our Hanaho plane of the day. So it's a couple out. Brandon, we blame everything on you. Oh, you're not kidding. He was down low, wasn't he? Little welcome to Hawaii buzz there from this Hercules. So I'd like to thank the world's most dangerous mod crew. Josh O'Malley, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Alan, Brandon, Jane, and Keith over at the HNL Ops. I appreciate all of you. And a big shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops, who is off island today. She's with her mother today in Denver. I'll be meeting up with her very soon. Hope things are going positive today. Thanks, Kelvin. Should be an okay day at work as long as the computer I set to update last night actually updated. Thanks, Jen. All right, so United coming in from SFO is next. That is a MAX 9. And then we'll have our third ANA of the day, which is a Dreamliner. It is coming in from the other side, the more fashionable side of Tokyo. Tokyo Haneda. It's a Dreamliner 9. So this is that United coming in from SFO. Hello, Centex. Yeah, we'll chat. We'll see if we can squeeze one in before we're done here. Thanks, Ian. Ah. Okay. Thanks, Eham. Unfortunately, Philippine Flight 100 is still an hour out, and I cannot stay on a. I can't stay on a weekday for that. Ah. That may be bad, but I bet you somebody who read that will tell it again later today. Most likely Brandon. All right, everybody say it with me. I don't like doing Hanaho arrivals. That's kind of anticlimactic. But everybody say it with me. Hanaho. Thanks, CFI on the fly. Thanks, Upper. Thanks, everybody, for the safe travel wishes. I really appreciate that. All right, so when I end the stream, we're going to flip you over to the 360 camera. You can watch me break down. Or, you can go about your day. But if you go over to the 360 camera, don't forget to like and subscribe over there. That is a separate channel after all. All right. Thanks again, everybody. It was a good day, I think. Today was a good day. I got some stuff off my chest. We all had a good laugh. We cried a little. We laughed a little. We lived a little. We grew a little. Most of all, we watched some cool planes. I only missed one or two of them. We'll be back again in a week from today. We should be streaming next Tuesday. I get in midday on Monday, so it shouldn't be too bad. Get some sleep in. It's not too many time zones off, so I should be okay. But next Tuesday should be a good day. All right. Well, I guess that's it, everybody. Hello, UPS. We'll see you all. Great. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter. reverseops.com/Kickstarter. Thanks, everybody. Aloha.